Hello. Thank you for joining. I am Renee Lindo. I am a personal stylist and I guide professionals on their style journey from confused and overwhelmed to confident and killing it. We do this by creating with functional wardrobes with outfits that align with your personal brand so that when you show up, you do so powerfully and with confidence. So we know when we look good, we feel good. And so that is my jam. So welcome to Your Style Matters with Renee, LinkedIn live on YouTube as well. And so we are going to be talking about style. This is what we talk about on my LinkedIn lives. And today's topic, we are talking about navigating the summer sale season. It's July, and this is the height of when most retailers are having some type of summer sale. So let me get rid of this. Some type of summer sale. And so it can be overwhelming for some. It can be a great opportunity for many of us if we really put some things in place and know how to work these sales. And so just from working with clients throughout this time and what I'm seeing, some of the questions that I am addressing, some of the attitudes that I am also helping clients to work through, I thought I would share this topic today because there's a lot that I think most of us can learn, and also to give you some tips on how to work through sales and to do so, especially if you're in the professional space and especially if you are in the job market, like so many are in the job market, you trying to change careers, you are an experienced employee, or mature employee. If you are going back to the office after being off for a while, even if you're some maybe coming back post COVID, haven't been to the office in a while. So many reasons that people may be out shopping. So many reasons why it's a great time to be shopping. So, but it can be overwhelming. So there are new trends, there are new ways that we are dressing, new things that we are saying. The companies have changed their dress code. So what does that mean? So I'm going to share some tips today to help us to, navigate that and to come out as winners on the other side. So I like for my sessions to be interactive. So yeah, I like my sessions to be interactive. So please let me know where you are watching from. Let me know if you're watching the live or the replay. And hello, who do we have here? Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Glad you joined. Good to see you. Let me know where you're calling from. If this is your first time, whether it's catching the live or watching the replay. And if you have any questions or if you have any comments about shopping the sales, about kind of the trends, about how you can best navigate during this whatever situation or season you're in your life, business wise, I'm talking, whether you are advancing your career, you are just want to do it personally and just update your wardrobe. Let's put your questions in the chat and let me know. All right, let's see. Who do we have? We have Suzanne. Awesome. Long Island. Good to have you. Good to have you. Pamela, London, England. Awesome. I've seen you before. Good to have you, Pamela. One of my newsletter subscribers as well. Oh, and so just some housekeeping if you don't know, if this is your first time. I do have a newsletter where I share different style tips, style info, and it's not just about my sessions and what I share on LinkedIn and in my socials. It's not about wear this and not that. It's really more about how we're going to use our style and utilize our style as the tool it is to help us to move us from where we are to where we want to go. So it's much more involved than outfits, because I really believe that our style is something that we don't tap into enough to really leverage its full potential and full use. Well, good to have you for the first time. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Chino, California. Oh, nice, nice. Awesome. So, as I said, if there are any questions that you have about shopping or your style in general, please, we can put them here, and then we can chat about them. So today's topic is how we're navigating these sales. So there are lots of sales, retailers, almost every retailer is having some type of sale. And right now in July, they tend to be some of the best sales in terms of big discounts, 50%, 60%, 40%. So I'm going to share off the bat just kind of some of my overall shopping tips, and then really get more specific into summer shopping and these sales. So one of the first things I always recommend and talk to clients about this before. So I know it's exciting, right? I'm excited to see all these big discounts, is to shop your closet, right? You have so many gems in your closet, so many pieces that you love, but we want to move on to the next best, or we think that we don't have anything, or our closets are so full that sometimes we can't find the pieces that we have, so we feel that I have nothing to wear, so let me go buy some more, which is really what I don't want to do. I want to encourage you to really take a step back before you head out and shop and buy more things, to think about, to look in your closet and look at what you have, right? Because you may not need to go buy that new thing. And then another part of shopping your closet is, put some outfits together, pair your pieces together that maybe you hadn't worn them before. That is something else that I think is very useful. If you always wear this top with these pants, what else can you wear this top with? What else could you wear these pants with? It may be something that's kind of out of the box or that you never thought about, but it really could be something that really shows off your personality, which is which is quite fun. And it really allows you to get more bang for your buck and to add more versatility and variety to what you're currently wearing. And then take a picture of that new outfit, right? Because you're going through a lot, so you may not remember the different outfits you create, but I think that's very powerful. So shop your closet. And so, as I was saying, another piece of shopping your closet is to do a closet edit, right? I do these all the time with clients. This is kind of this is where we start first. Before we shop, we're in that closet. When I say edit your closet, so I want you to take out the things that you don't wear, they don't fit you now, they were 10 years ago, they just don't work for you, it doesn't serve you, your lifestyle has changed, you're not in the office, you're more at home, whatever that is, and things that don't serve you, get rid of them, right? So that way you have a much better reflection of what you actually have in your closet that you can wear and create outfits with. So you're checking your closet, you're editing your closet. And then so the next thing is once you've edited your closet, then you're going to make notes of the gaps, the things that you've gotten rid of, the things that don't fit, right? You're going to make notes of what you need to replace. I'm going to look at the gaps and say, "Ooh, I don't have a black skirt anymore. I like wearing black skirts. This black skirt can go with these other tops that I have. I need to get another black skirt." Or maybe it's a different style skirt. Or maybe instead of the skirt, I got rid of that skirt. I don't really like skirts, but I think a pair of black pants would be better. But those are the types of things that I do when I work with clients. Kind of say, how do we live now? What is my lifestyle now? What kind of work do I do? How much time do I spend in these different phase aspects or different life events? How much time do I spend in each one? And then do I have the right amount of clothes in the right proportion to support that lifestyle? So we're going to fill the gaps. I'm going to make a shopping list and make a list of our gaps. And then that list that we make, this is your shopping list. This is huge. When you go shopping, as I'm working with clients and building their wardrobes, I'm working from a list as well, a list of what do we need? What would work with what she already has, right? So when you have that list, it really drives your shopping. It makes you much more deliberate, much more intentional. It allows you to really focus in and not be swayed by shiny objects and, "Ooh, that's color's pretty. Ooh, this is on the mannequin. Ooh, I think I need this." But it gives you a much easier, more deliberate way of shopping these sales. So if you're more in the professional space, and so we need to, one thing that I for these summer sales, something that I really recommend is to think about your wardrobe basics. that's something that you want to spend your money on. Your wardrobe basics are pieces that you're going to be wearing. You wear it all the time. You reach for them often. They're the pieces, like layering pieces that can go under blazers or can go be layered under a shirt like I have here. It can be a blazer that you can put with your jean, your dark denim, or if you're going to wear it with slacks or over a dress, right? Some of your wardrobe basics, a nice pair of shoes, maybe flats if you're not doing heels or pumps anymore. A nice pair of flats, a nice bag that can fit your laptop. So t-shirts that you can layer, blazer, maybe a black skirt. And I always say wardrobe basics vary by each person. Everybody doesn't have the same type of wardrobe basics because it depends on how you live, right? So I do give clients, I do all of my clients work with, I give them a list of wardrobe basics, but I really tweak it for each person depending on how they live. If it's a stay-at-home mom, her wardrobe basics are going to be different from a professional who travels all the time. We're going to need different types of clothing. So look at investing in your wardrobe basics. And then also, because you're wearing wardrobe basics so often, it's going to be, you're going to have to replace them, and you want to replace them for, nicer, fresher, like your white button-down shirt is a wardrobe basic. You may need to invest in that. You may need, maybe the one you have, the buttons gape, right? Maybe you've gained some weight. So you get one that fits, get one that's in the fabrication that's going to move with you. Okay, so the next thing is, maybe you just need, as a professional again, maybe you just need to update your wardrobe. Summer sales is a good time to do that. And when I say update, maybe some are coming, you're going back into the office after not having to show up in the office. Some are preparing to head back to the office maybe in September, or I have some experienced, what we call experienced rich employees. So they're maybe over 40, so they've been in the workforce a long time. Think about how you're showing up. Think about the clothing that you wear. And I always say this, and it is true. If you show up dated, people assume that your skill set is also dated. And I'm not saying that you have to be trendy, but I am saying that you want to look current, right? So you want to be aware of kind of what are people wearing? How has my industry changed? Because again, we've gone through a lot of change in terms of what offices look like in terms of what's business casual. Huge range. Business casual at one place can lean more business, and another place can lean more casual. And there's a huge gap. So it's really about understanding the culture of your organization, understanding the employer, what they want, and also balancing that with your personality and what you want to and how you're comfortable, and the message that you want to send in terms of your personal brand. So you want to manage all of those pieces so that when you show up, it is, you are owning the narrative. I love to say that you own the narrative. You own the story that you're telling. You own the story that people are receiving about you. So yeah, so update. You may need to update some pieces. It doesn't have to be the entire wardrobe, but some key pieces that you want to update. As an example, we used to wear very formal and fitted suits. Now, as we've gone through the pandemic, it's much more comfortable, more of a loose, oversized type silhouette. I'm not saying you have to be huge and look unkempt, but it's just a more relaxed silhouette. So maybe you want to update a blazer that you're going to interview with, or pants, instead of being very slim fitted, they're a little bit looser. So some of those things. So that's updating. Back to the office, we talked about that. The other thing is invest in quality. The sales are a great time to invest in maybe a higher quality brand. Maybe there's a brand that you've heard of, you really like their pieces, but they're outside of your budget when they're regularly priced. So during the sale, I encourage you to try to invest in a piece or a brand that maybe you couldn't afford before. And it allows you to experience them without paying full price. Oh, let me check here. I think I have some comments. What do we have here? Hi, Seb. Good to have you. Would I be taken less seriously when I go for looser fitting clothes? Well, great. That's a good question, and not necessarily the case. So a lot of it, when we say looser fit, I'm not saying frumpy and untidy. Looser fit is just a looser silhouette, so you're um not tight, not formal. So you can also, the other thing you can do is to balance off. If you're wearing a looser or oversized blazer, the bottom can be a little bit slimmer cut. It's difficult for a lot of people to do oversized top, oversized pants without getting lost, especially for work. If you're outside of work, you can do maybe a crop top or some type of top that's smaller, so it shows at least some waist. But in terms of looser fit, Seb, you want it not to be hugely oversized, just a more relaxed fit. And yes, you'll be taken seriously. Actually, they will notice that, oh, this person is with it, this person is current, this person is with the times, and that translates to someone who and I talked about in terms of your skills, someone who has her finger on the pulse, someone who is not being, as I said, left behind, someone who, yeah, is progressive, growth mindset, thinker, new ways of open to new ideas, right? And those are key points of considerations that, maybe subconscious, people don't really talk about it, but they're seeing it, right? They're seeing all those things that you are with it. So it is always advisable to know what's going on. And this is the point I was going to make. You're not in fashion and style. That's not your jam, right? So I get that. But what you can do is find people whose style you like, whose aesthetic you like. I have a newsletter that I send every other week. You can sign up for that. I share different tips. You can follow me on LinkedIn here. I also share different tips, and it's always in the view of, for the professional, the person who is working, that business person. As I said, it's not about wearing this top with these pants. I just find that there's so much more to our style and how we show up. It is our biggest communication tool. This is the first thing people see. So I spend a lot of time talking about, how do we own this image? How do we communicate the message that we want to share by how we show up? It's the packaging of your personal brand. Okay. So before I know how fabulous you are and what a great worker you are and the Excel ninja you are, and all, before I know that about you, I see you, right? So, and what is the message that you're sending? Seb said something else. So loose is good, but don't join in the clothes. Absolutely. Right. You know what? When it's just too big and too oversized, that reads a little bit more casual. So you can do that outside of work, because this, see the looser fit, but it's paired with shorts. If you have a really oversized jacket, I'm speaking about women in particular, really oversized jacket, they may wear it with a pair of shorts and a crop top. And that has a juxtaposition of big and small, which really works. In the office, it's a little bit more difficult to do, because if you don't really do crop tops, or at least business casual is not really crop tops and skin in the office, but it's just about balancing the proportions. And to be honest, Sebastian, it was much more oversized before. Now we're getting a little bit less big oversized, but just more looser fit. Okay. So another reason to try or to be involved in some of the summer sales is that trends, right? There may be a trend that you've been eyeing, and you wanted it. I wonder what that would look like on me, and you want to try the trend. So instead of investing a lot of money in the trend, and you don't know if it's really your vibe, you don't know how it's going to look, the sale is a good time to try a trend. And your wardrobe should not be 100% trends and all trends. Number one, that's just too expensive to maintain. Your wardrobe really should be of 80% wardrobe basics, things that you wear all the time that work for your body, that's the great colors for you that you can put together. And then about 20% trend pieces that you can add and interject into your look to really allow your personality to shine and to show that you're with the trend, right? Or you're current, I should say. Another reason, and remember, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. Another thing, shopping with the sales, I like to shop online. Most of my clients I work with are online. Even clients who are local to me, they like the online. They don't like to shop, and so we have tons of options. The thing with the benefit with online is that many times or most times there are more options in terms of size, color, petite, extended sizing, petite, talls when you shop online. So don't be afraid of shopping online. I just encourage you to read the descriptions, read the reviews, look at the size charts. So you want to know your measurements and don't just go by size, because there's no standardization in size at all. You're a size 6 at one place and you're a 10 at another place. So, and then the other thing is when you're shopping online, if you're not quite sure of the size, don't be afraid to try to buy 2 sizes. If you're in person, you'd have probably taken a few different sizes into the changing room anyway. So when you're shopping online, try 2 sizes, get the one that fits you best, and then return the other and take it to the store. Right? So I find that's also a good thing to do when you're shopping. The other thing is with sales, check the return policies. Meant some sales, where did I go when it was final sale? I think Aritzia, if you're shopping the sale, I think their final sale, and some other stores, if they want to get rid of the stuff, right? They don't want it to keep coming back. So check the return policies or know the return policies for the sales if it's something you're not sure of or you want to take home. So that's a big piece. Because the last thing you want is to buy things on the sale and then you have it and you don't wear it. So I don't want you to do that. Wasted money and more clogging up more space in your closet. Key tip here. When you are in the sale and you're excited and you find a piece that you like, before you pull the trigger, I want you to say, okay, what do I have in my closet now that I can wear this piece with? How can I wear it at least 3 ways? I'd love for you to, before the piece comes home, think of 3 different ways or other items you have in your closet that you can wear this piece. Because what happens again, we'll see a piece, we fall in love with this piece and we buy the piece. When we take it home, we're like, okay, I have nothing to wear it with. How am I going to wear it now? So I'd like for you to have that conversation or that discussion or that thought before you buy it. That way we are creating a wardrobe of outfits and not a wardrobe of random pieces. Random pieces is what gets us in trouble. Random pieces is what makes you have a full closet, but nothing to wear. Okay, so think about how else can I wear this piece with what I already own. What else? And then the other tip is, if this was not on sale, would I buy it? Right? So think about that. If it wasn't on sale, would I buy it? So as I had mentioned in my previous tips, you want to use the sale as a time where things that you wanted to try, but you didn't want to pay full price, wardrobe basics. But if it's just a random piece that you see that you think is, oh, it's only $20, no big deal, I'll buy it, or whatever that number is for you. Think about that. It may only be $20, but could that $20 be spent on maybe getting a piece that you already have that you love altered? Will that piece, it's only $20, will it get into your closet and not be worn? Right? So think about those things. Would you buy it if it wasn't on sale? And then the other thing, I guess probably the big where I should have started is set a budget. Have a budget in mind as to, okay, this is what I'm going to spend for this shopping session. Because again, we can get so excited and with all these sales and we buy and we spend more than we really want to or really should. So think about that. Set a budget for yourself. And all of these tips I'm sharing are things that are the same things that I do when I'm working with a client. I always find out what is their budget. I find out how do they live, right? So that I'm sure that I'm buying pieces that manage or align with their lifestyle. If they're if they're a stay-at-home mom or they work from home, I'm going to have a good portion of their wardrobe with those types of clothing versus going out party bar type clothing, right? I'll have less of those because maybe she still goes out, she has date night, so we still want some of that, but we don't want the majority of her closet to be filled that way. And sometimes we can have that happen, especially if we've gone through a transition or we're working more in the office, we're more remote and not in the office. So the clothing options that we have can be different from if we're in the office all day. Same story for me. My background is corporate. I was a national sales director So I had a lot of suits in my closet. And so when I stepped away from that and really wanted to pursue my love and passion for style and helping women to show up for themselves powerfully and with impact by how they dressed, I no longer needed all these suits. But even though my closet was full, I just felt like, gosh, but it's all suits. So the options for me were really much smaller than what it appeared. When I got rid of those suits, and I did all the questions and all the challenges that everybody else has, like, oh, but I spent money on these suits, or oh, but I may need these suits someday. Let me tell you, the time that I went through this process, I think my suits were sitting in my closet for 3 years or so. And I said, if I need a suit, I don't want those suits. I'm going to want something new. I'm going to want new and different and fresher suits. So I could give those away. And yes, I may have spent money, not me. I did spend money on the suits, but it served me at the time that I wore the suits. I don't expect them to be there forever, right? I have changed. What I like changes. So it's okay to have a piece you wore it, you enjoyed it looked fabulous on you, and to gift it to someone else or to donate or what have you. But you can bless and release the piece and just make space. I always say make space for better. So any questions or comments as I'm going, please drop in the chat. So, and I don't want to miss any. Let's see. And I guess the last part is, oh, not the last, I have another point. Season. Don't be afraid to shop out of season. Now in the summer sales, I'm seeing lots of boots. I'm seeing coats. We can't wear it now, but you better believe, and if you're in Canada, where I am, winter is coming. It's just a matter of a few months. And so there will be time to wear those winter boots, wear the winter jackets, wear some of the heavier knits. So, and those will be probably really reduced right now. So don't be closed off to look shopping out of season. And then the last point is it's really not a bargain if you don't wear it. Right? So that keep that in mind. If you don't wear the piece, it's not a bargain. You've really wasted your money. So I hope that was helpful. I'd love to any questions that you have, but especially for people who are changing careers, or you've been in the job market for a while, or you're new to the job market looking for a job. You are progressing your career. You're moving up to another level, changing industries. The message that you send in the way you show up is really important. The message we all send is important, but especially when you are in those situations that I just mentioned, it's important that you own the narrative. It's important that you are in control of the message that people receive. So I hope this was helpful. Again, I'll do a quick recap. You want to have a budget before you shop. You want to have a list coming from your closet and what's in your closet. You want to see what's in your closet, shop your closet, edit your closet through the sales. Spend your money on wardrobe basics. You're going to wear those all the time. You also can pick up a few trendy pieces that you can try maybe a brand that was out of your budget if it wasn't on sale. And I think that's it. So hopefully this was helpful. And let me see. Oh yes, I have a question here. What is this one? Pamela, if I'm in between sizes, what should I do? Good question. I handle this all the time. So first thing is we have to get dressed, right? We have to wear clothes, I should say. I am the one to say, listen, let's not wait until we lose weight before we get dressed and feel good. So if you're in between sizes, so the oversized trend is current. So what you can do is wear maybe an oversized blazer. That's something that doesn't. So pick one side, whether it's your top or your bottom, that it can still be bigger, and the other part you want it smaller. So if you can do maybe a wide leg pants or a pant that's looser, and then wear maybe a fitted top, depending on where your weight is. That way you're still. It doesn't show. It's not going to show if you're losing weight and the pant is still big. That's still in style. Or the other way, a looser blazer and maybe slimmer pants or shorts. That will make you look like you're in proportion. Another thing is to fabrics that have stretch are also a great fabrication to use. Wrap dresses are great as well because you can the ones where you can change the not the faux tie, but where you can actually tie it so that as you lose weight, you can just tie it tighter. Also, another thing is another styling trick is to expose some skin. So I'm not sure where the weight is, but when you expose some skin, like if you push your sleeves up, expose some ankles, that elongates your arms, make you look slimmer, elongates your legs. So there are a few different things that we can do, but I would say another thing you can do is to kind of put a mini capsule together, a few pieces that work well, and let's try to that fit you, sorry, while you're losing weight, and that you can add different types of accessories to make them look different. Another thing, Pamela, is if there are pieces that you love and you've lost weight and they no longer really fit, instead of buying more expensive pieces and you're not really at your ideal weight yet, get those pieces altered, right? Have it taken in a bit so that it fits you and you love the piece and it looks great until you get to the size that your goal weight. What do we have here? Thank you. That's fab. Good. Love wrap dress idea and exposed skin. Yes, those work. I'm telling you, they really do. Whoops. There we are. All right. I don't think I see any other questions. Well, if you think of anything else after, you can always reach me. I'm on LinkedIn all the time. I'm on LinkedIn too much, probably, but I'm on LinkedIn all the time. My newsletter, check my website. It's Let's Get Dressed Now. I have it here somewhere. letsgetdressednow.com. Where is it? Yep, there. That's my website. And if you have any specific questions, you want to reach out to me, it's Renee at Let's Get Dressed Now. And then also, if you want to speak a little bit more in depth about your current situation, your current style situation, and your style goals, and what you want to accomplish, and how you want to show up, and how I can help. There is in my LinkedIn profile, there is a link to my calendar where we can set up a call and chat about what this change, what this transformation can look like for you. Okay, so that's it. I don't see anything else, so I will bid you farewell. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.